welcome to the home of the Buccos since 2001, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. The calendar has turned to September, and we're ready for baseball between the Chicago Cubs. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one, as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Joe Wiggins is the man on the mound for the Pirates in this contest. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, Matty, we get the opportunity to watch the reigning National League Pitcher of the Month go to work. So obviously I'm pretty excited to see about how he attacks these hitters. He's shown a lot of confidence on the mound right now, and that confidence can sometimes be a pitcher's greatest weapon.
So in now for Chicago, Ryan Sandberg, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race. First pitch coming. Here it is. Underway at the ballpark this afternoon as the first pitch is in there for strike one. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Roy, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year and keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Oh, man, I love what A.J. Pollock does for this offense. He's having a solid year. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 300. That's not outstanding or anything, but he's consistent, and that's what I love watching about this guy. His game is so consistent.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a little tapper, but it's foul, strike one. 2 out, nobody on. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Hit back toward the mound, and that's going to be a base hit for Rizzo.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is, they're looking to line up, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
The next Cub up, Ernie Banks. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically. That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
Ground ball foul down the left side. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. It's the Cubs 0. Pirates coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Mike Minor, the southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
At the plate, Christian Brummett. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a changeup over the outside corner. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Row? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he will make it back to second and be content with holding on there.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself into scoring position to start off the inning.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Christopher Wiggins. And as the season nears an end, he currently leads the league in runs batted in. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Very weakly on the ground. Ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Sharp ground ball to third. Bryant loves it, and there's 1 away. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. D-Row, what's the word on this club as they start the new month?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Tyler Wiggins waits on deck. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Tyler Wiggins. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Wiggins makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. And this is on the ground to first, could be 2. To second for 1, relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. An inning in the books, no score here on the show. Digging in the switch hitter, Chris Bryant. And something to watch out for is whether or not he'll be able to extend his 8-game hitting streak. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, and a fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
Lined into right, a base hit.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Row. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
Now the outfield shifts into a no doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, D-Row, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first. The double play.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result. A double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
Into the box now, Sammy Sosa, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Popped him up. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Count even at 2 and 2. Bounce to first. Wiggins takes it in, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Set to get his day started, Randy Wiggins, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season.
Randy Wiggins.
Here's the first pitch to him. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-0 home. Count now, a ball and a strike. 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball is carried. That just wasn't a good enough pitch to hit.
Here now the 2-2. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Dawson facing back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Solo shot to center. Number 25 for him on the year, and the Pirates are staked to a 1-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, is not the end of the world.
Batting fifth, catcher.
Stepping in now, Edward Arnold, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. The numbers for him certainly look good. He's at 327. 17 home runs and 51 runs batted in. Fastball right back to the mound, and he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Banks has got it. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly. So that'll go into the books as an E6, and he'll be kicking himself over that one. Ready now, Bart Wiggins. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Christian stands at first with 1 out. A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman.
You know, you think it's an 8-hole hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because that's the pitch you're usually going to get. The pitcher does not want to get beat by you, and he's not afraid to walk you and hand it over to an AB against the pitcher.
He's running. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second. So another stolen base there. This definitely is a team that's used their wheels to full advantage all season long as we check out the league leaderboard for stolen bases. And you can see, in fact, that these guys currently lead the National League in that category, and in fact lead all of baseball as well. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now.
Boy, I don't know about that big selection right there, Dero. You have a base open with the pitcher on deck. Not very good pitching right there.
Dan, as a guy who hit 8th in the National League a time or two, nothing's more difficult than to try and mind meld with the pitcher and come up with a game plan when you know you got the pitcher on deck. Shocking that he was coming after him right there in that big spot, and he paid the price.
The 1-0 delivery. Liner toward right center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases.
Wow, throw a tent over it and bring out the clown. Looked like a 3-ring circus out there. One outfielder mistimes his jump and the ball gets past him. His buddy has to back him up and get the ball in. A good thing, too. Otherwise, it could have been a triple or even an inside the Parker.
Into the box, Christian Brummett, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Hit out towards second. To his right, Sandberg. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold. It was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Standing in now, Christopher Wiggins, fouled away. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 0-1 on its way. And that misses 1-1.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out the early lead, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. The 1-2. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And he'll make it back in safely at third. Minor sets. 2-2 on its way home. And now this is smothered, but it squirts away a bit. 3 runs already home here.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Pollock on the run. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. 1 error in the inning, and a runner left. We've played 2 full. Pirates lead it 3-0. The Steel City skyline on a nice day for baseball in Western Pennsylvania. Happy to have you back on the show. So striding forward now, Steve Alley is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
In there for strike 1. And it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. The 2-2 hit on the ground to third. Wiggins has it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And with the year winding down, you can see he currently leads the NL in that department. So here now is the pitcher, Mike Minor. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A bouncer up the middle. Christian ranges to his left. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
The batter, second baseman, Ryan Sandberg.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ryan Sandberg. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch here is hit off to the right side and fouled. It's strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit on the ground toward the left. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail in this one 3-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Roberto Clemente. He drew a walk his first time up.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And this one runs up high, ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. So 1-1. Here's a fastball down below the knees. Grounded to the right. Rizzo was there. And he'll step on first himself for the out. So with one gone, we take a look at the current standings entering play, and it's not all that pretty. As you can see, these guys are well back in the division race, already looking forward to next year. Ready for another chance, Tyler Wiggins. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Seared down the first baseline. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hard hit toward the hole. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. To be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate. Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
A ball and 2 strikes now. And that misses 2-2. Wiggins, base runner at first with 1 out. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Up next for the Pirates, catcher.
Up next for the Buccos, Edward Arnold, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set, and the pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Sent on the ground out to second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Pirates leave 1, but they lead it 3-0. Digging in to try it again, A.J. Pollock, as we begin the top of the 4th.
A.J. Pollock.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. And he fouls this one off. A little late on the phone off, and he'll get another chance. The 0-2 once more. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. The 1-2. Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Left side, but well foul. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hard ground ball to third. Wiggins fields it cleanly on to first, and there are 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Ernie Banks.
Striding in once again, Ernie Banks. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
First offering on its way. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. The 1-2. Popped him up. Wiggins has a play. And that retires the side. Cubs are down in order. They trail it here 3-0. Into the box now, Owen Christian. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up.
Owen Christian.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a little behind on the fastball there as he pokes it foul. It's strike one. 0-1. Here it comes. Line towards center field. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Wiggins.
Into the box now, Bart Wiggins, as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. A base hit in his first trip. The 1-0 home. Misses for the second ball. Now the 2-0. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is high. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Christian stands at second with no outs. The 3-1. Swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
3-2 pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second, and he will pull into second with an RBI double.
And that's an ideal start to the inning right here. The leadoff man strokes a double, and the next guy comes up and swaps places with him, chasing his partner home. Could be a big inning.
Stepping in now, Joe Wiggins, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one.
This is what fires me up right here. You don't get a chance to see this every day of the week. You got the reigning Cy Young Award winner squaring off against the reigning MVP. That's why you pay the price of admission.
And that's out number one.
Center field number 27.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Christian Brummett. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. First delivery to him on the way. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Brummett is carrying around a batting average in the 320s. That's what you might call potent.
Matty, this is one of the best offensive forces in the sport.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 14 on the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Now batting, left fielder.
Into the box, Christopher Wiggins. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 0-1 on its way. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. Here it comes on 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. The next 0-2 is looked at for ball one.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitchers' pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, talking about making a pitcher work, D-Row. 8-pitch at bat finally leads off to a base hit.
I got to be honest with you. After the 7th pitch, you start to get in auto swing mode. He could have thrown the rosin bag, and he would have took a hack at it. So hats off to him, not only battling for 8 pitches, but getting a result.
Roberto Clemente comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one. The 1-1 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and He's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
Up around the face. You look in the dugout, you can tell that manager's getting ready to come out on that top step. If he doesn't get out of this situation right here, and it's a tough one, I think the bullpen comes in.
That's a strike to throw down. Not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Well, some may say that's a questionable steal with such a big lead, but to me, it's still too early to worry about disrespecting the other team. I've seen leads like this disappear, so they're going to keep trying to pile on.
Still only one out in the inning. And that misses, ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that'll be all now for Mike Minor. So he'll beat an early retreat here this afternoon as he could never really get into the flow of the ball game. Chris Caney answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Digging in and looking for more, Tyler Wiggins. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. There's a good breaking ball down on the inside corner. It's 1-2. The 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pollock has a read on it. 2 down.
The batter, number 15, second baseman, Randy Wiggins.
Ready for another shot now, Randy Wiggins. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball down near the shoe tops. Wiggins at second. Clemente on at first with 2 down. The 1-1 home. Fouled off. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Alley finds it, and that ends the inning. The Pirates are able to add on to their lead, and after a long dry spell, the good times are back again in the Steel City. Time for a quick break, then back to PNC Park after this. Stepping in, Chris Bryant. He reached on a single in his first try.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And he will make the catch on the full run. And there's a dandy of an out to start the inning. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Settling in now, Andre Dawson comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at bat. It's ball 1. We were expecting a pitcher's duel in this one, but it's turned into a bit of a lopsided contest so far. Minor hasn't had his best stuff today.
Well, D-Row, this is the case of where it looks like the power pitcher is winning out this afternoon. Overpowering stuff from one side. On the other hand, a control pitcher that's having a rough go.
It goes to show you why everybody's so enamored with velocity. When you're a power guy, you can miss over the heart of the plate and you don't get that solid contact. As a finesse guy, if you're not spotting up, damage.
That's high for a ball. It's 2-2. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Hey, D-Row, that's a 1-out single right there. And hey, the pitcher hasn't pitched out of the stretch in a while. He's been pretty sharp so far in this one.
Yeah, and hopefully that runner right there can get his attention a little bit more diverted on first base, and then he leaves a cookie over the middle of the plate.
Standing in now, Sammy Sosa, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
The 0-1 delivery. Squared that one up just a little late. Runners on first with 1 down. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
Just hung in there on that one. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Brummett waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, captain Steve Allen.
Now at the plate, Steve Alley. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate. It's strike 1. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. A little bit low that time, maybe outside as well. On the ground up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Now batting, the pitcher, Chris King.
Ryan Worth will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Worth.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. So far this year against southpaws, Worth hits a little over the 270 mark. swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Justin Grimm gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Standing in, Edward Arnold. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Grimm, who appropriately gets the nickname Reaper. He was a 5th-round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Swing and a ground ball to third. Bryant scoops it up, and there's one down now. The Cubs are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Not the day he was hoping for when he took the mound. Ready once again, Owen Christian, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First delivery to him on the way. Hot shot on the ground to short. Banks has it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
First baseman, number 19, Bart Wiggins.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Bart Wiggins. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. Line drive to left. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
Hey, not a bad way to start the new month, D-Roll. How about after that single? That's his 3rd hit of this game.
It has to make you feel good to see that calendar flip and you got 3 knocks in your back pocket.
In now, Joe Wiggins. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Here it comes, 1-0. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. So 1-1. Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Into right field. That's a base hit. The relay throw, and he's safe.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get it triple.
Yeah, that you said it, D-Roll. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. A changeup over the inside corner.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. And he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. Pirates leave them loaded, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ryne Sandberg. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Hit out towards second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. So the shutout still intact here in the 6th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see there that they're currently residing in 2nd place in the NL in that category. Ready once again, A.J. Pollock. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips. First delivery to him on the way. Line toward the gap in left center. Wiggins will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
Stepping in now, Anthony Rizzo, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 0-1 on its way. Hot shot down the line, and this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. Into the box now, Ernie Banks. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
Drilled right back up the middle. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More ahead from the North Shore right after this. Ready for another chance, Roberto Clemente.
Leading off for the Pirates, right fielder, Roberto Clemente.
First pitch coming, here it is. And the changeup is way low that time.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Oh, this ball is hammered out to deep center field. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and that is 27 for him on the year, and this lead swells to 7-0. So that was the third home run for these guys today.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Now batting.
Standing in now, Tyler Wiggins. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Hit on the ground to short. Gloved by Banks. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
The batter, second baseman, Randy Wiggins.
Digging in to try it again, Randy Wiggins. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Here comes the first pitch. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Edward Arnold.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Edward Arnold. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Bounce it to the left side. On the backhand, he knocks it down. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Wow, I think he took it for granted there a bit. Probably thought he had it in the bag, and he just lost concentration for a minute. Now his pitcher has to pick him up with 2 outs.
Into the box, Owen Christian, as he swings and hits a laser to right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on the home run. And as the Pittsburgh TV guys like to say, clear the deck. Cannonball coming. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters to start the 7th. It's the Pirates 7 and the Cubs nothing. Back here in Pittsburgh, it's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one. But before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. Striding in once again, Chris Bryant. He flew out in his last at-bat.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Line drive, base hit. So that's how they'll start out their half of the 7th inning.
The right fielder, number 10, Andre Dawson.
Digging in once again, Andre Dawson. Last time through was a base hit. Now the outfield shifts into a no doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. As a look, now the pitch. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Fouled away. The 0-2 once more, and he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th, and with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And with the year winding down, you can see he currently leads the NL in that department. So in now for Chicago, Sammy Sosa. First pitch on its way. Changeup in for a strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And this one is gone. A home run. So a 2-run shot to left center. 6th home run on the season for him. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Yeah, and as we take a look at it on replay, you can see this thing was gone from the second it left his bat. A thunderous shot that dang near gave the pitcher a little whiplash. Challenged him with a fastball and lost big time.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
Catcher, Steve Allen.
Stepping in now, Steve Alley, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Just got a piece up the line, but that one rolls foul.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher. Bases are empty, 1 man out. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
David Peralta will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 6, David Peralta.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Brummett is after it. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Pirates 7 and the Cubs 2. Mike Dunn gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Mike Dunn.
Ready for another shot now. Bart Wiggins. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point.
Bart Wiggins.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Right over the middle, knee high. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
That's one of the hardest things to do in this game. You know he's sitting fastball. That ball starts to slide away from him. You have to have some serious strong hands and wrists not to commit right there.
This is popped up. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Up next for the Buccos, Joe Wiggins. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Hey, have a day right here. Third knock of the game for the pitcher. Don't be shocked if he's not in the 3-hole for his manager.
In now, Christian Brummett as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. Now the 1-0. Chopper foul. Wiggins leads off first with 1 away. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Now the 2-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will get all the way out to the 4-10 sign now. And not in time as the run scores. And would you believe it? It's a triple to give him the cycle. So there it is. He's hit for the cycle.
Oh, man, he's been just awesome to watch in this one, guys. I mean, a cycle is such a rarity, and it's one of the coolest things you can witness happening in a single game. He's going to be the talk of baseball for a few days after this one.
Into the box now, Christopher Wiggins. And he popped him up. And this is going to dunk in out there, a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Now a 9-2 ball game.
Right fielder number 21, Roberto.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Roberto Clemente. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And that's a fair ball as it'll head for the 325 sign down the line. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
Into the box, Tyler Wiggins, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
Yeah, that's a little suspicious if you ask me, guys. Whenever you hit a guy with runners on second and third and first base open, the players in the opposing dugout take notice and probably aren't too thrilled about it.
Digging in now, Randy Wiggins. He's 1 for 4 for the game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
Hey, I love the aggressiveness right here and wanting to be a hero. But this is where you got to tell yourself to relax a little bit. I had no coach tell me one time when the
ouch, that one hit him.
Hitting guys back to back? Umpires don't have much patience for that kind of thing, whether it's intentional or not, and neither does the team that's getting plunked.
Standing in now, Edward Arnold, as he'll take a breaking ball then off the plate for ball one. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. The 1-0 gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike. The 1-1 home, fouled off. Clemente, the runner at third. Wiggins over at second. Wiggins at first, one gone. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Stepping in now, Owen Christian, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. And he's got ducks on the pond, as they say, looking to add to his team's already sizable lead. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And this one gets away. Good job to get to that quickly, though, and the count even at 1. Oh, and he's hit by the pitch. And that'll be a painful run batted in.
These guys are pros and they're tough, but I know that one hurt. He'll never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
Coming to the plate again, Bart Wiggins, as he'll bat for the second time in the inning. From the stretch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, Sosa. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So they strike for 4 runs in the inning, but are denied a chance to really do damage as they leave the bases loaded. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Bucks out in front, 11-2. Into the box now, Ryan Sandberg. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
As we head into the later innings in this game, I think it's safe to say that both starters have given their teams a great chance to win here today.
Well, Mark, this is the case where the power pitcher won out in this one, overpowering, moving the ball up, down, in and out, lots of swings and misses, and a little bit of a rough go for the finesse guy.
Yeah, he just executed better, Dan, across the board, getting ahead, strike one, and then able to mix in his nasty off-speed stuff with high-velocity fastballs behind it. The finesse guy, more over the heart of the plate, and when that happens, that spells disaster.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home-road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes it's just a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
In now, A.J. Pollock. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
The pitcher was acting innocent, but I saw it in real time, and my first thought was he did that on purpose. These pitchers can paint the black inside and out, make the ball move up and down. So a lot of times when you see a guy get hit in that spot, there was some kind of message behind it. We'll see what that leads to the rest of this game.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Sandberg on second. Pollock on at first with nobody out. Hit down the line at first. Scooped up, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Ernie Banks.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Ernie Banks. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here's the Pirates skipper up out of the dugout now on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. Nate Jones will come on to make his 40th appearance this season. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Brummett moves over. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. In to score, the runner from third. Digging in and looking for more, Chris Bryant. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And the runner from third crosses the plate. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
Into the box now, Andre Dawson. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The set and the 1-0 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Now he extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. And a swing and a miss there on a late-breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. Pirates on top, 11-4. Joe Smith comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. And now it's the Pirates pitcher, Nate Jones. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Count 1 and 2.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
And that's the first out.
That's center fielder number 27.
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Christian Brummett. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. 1 out, nobody on. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
To 1-2 now. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. hit hard towards center. And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one.
Whoa, that ball was close, whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Into the box, Christopher Wiggins. And now he tries to hold up, but they'll appeal down to first. He went around, says Larry Bullard. It's strike one. Now a throw over. Runner back standing. The 0-1 delivery. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And it's gone. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. Number 26 for him on the season as they push this lead up to 9 now. Stepping in now, Roberto Clemente, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Comes set with the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. The 1-1. Runs a bit inside for a ball. Still only one out in the inning. Here now the 2-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Standing in now, Tyler Wiggins, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Last time up he was hit by a pitch. 1-0 count. Here it is. Grounded foul off to the right. The 1-1 home is a fastball that misses.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power. You don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on.
2 out, nobody on.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. 9th inning coming up. Pittsburgh leads this one 13-4. The next Cub up, Sammy Sosa, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Well, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. Missed with a slider. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Brummett is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning. No pass along from our producer Chris Cutcliffe tells me to remind you to stick around for post-game highlights immediately following this afternoon's game right here on the show. Digging in, Steve Alley. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. 1 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Wiggins in foul ground, and he makes the catch for the second out. Miguel Montero will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt. And boy, they are howling over in that first base dugout. They think that was intentional, and I've got to say, I think I do too. And now you see the home plate umpire coming out, and the message has been sent. He's going to warn both benches.
And that's the right thing to do by any umpire, Matt. Warn both sides and put them on notice that they're not going to put up with anything going forward in this game. It does put some added pressure on the pitchers to be accurate when they're pitching inside, because even a mistake could lead to an ejection now, but that's just the way it has to be.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Ryan Sandberg. First pitch on its way. Hard hit ball to second, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, it would look like a quick inning. Gets the first 2 out, then it hit by pitch and a single to keep things going.
Yeah, you never know what's going to start a rally. Take one for the boys. Hit by pitch right there. Now a couple good ABs and we're on the board. Now
time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Larry Nolan gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off.
Larry Nolan.
Into the box now, A.J. Pollock. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that's a fair ball heading out toward the 320 sign in right. He pulls into second safely as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put Goodwood on.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. On the run, and he makes the catch just shy of the wall. And with that, this ball game is over.
Well, listen, you always want to finish strong, and they've done a real good job here notching a win on the first day of September. They're hoping that's a sign of good things to come in this final month of the season.
13-5 at the end of all the action. The Pittsburgh Pirates get their 100th victory of the season, best in the division. Not a surprise. Joe Wiggins wins for a league-high total 24th time. Mike Minor couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 1 minute. Our paid attendance at PNC Partner Center is 38,365. The Pirates thank you for attending today's game and remind you, please drive home safely.